Welcome to the panel on your smartphone of the International Environment Forum. This brief presentation is on the Sustainable Development Goal 12, responsible consumption and production, with the focus on how can we reduce excessive consumption. SDG 12 calls for a reduction of our ecological footprint by changing the way we produce and consume goods and resources. It includes ambitious goal targets to be achieved by 2030. Developed countries will need to take the lead in moving towards sustainable consumption and production. The challenges are formidable. Agricultural methods and industrial production must become more sustainable. Waste must be significantly reduced, recycled, and reused. And most important is the cutting back on excessive consumption. At the same time, too many people today are not even able to meet their basic needs. They need to be supported in sustainable development and should have the right to their fair share of the Earth's resources. This makes the reduction of consumption by the wealthy people of the world all the more important. With wealthy people, I mean most people who are living in developed countries, as well as the well-to-do and middle class in the developing world. The challenge is huge because present generations have grown up in a culture of consumerism. They have not experienced any other way of life. People take consumer goods for granted and feel entitled to possess them. Despite their ability to enjoy material goods on a scale and quality that is unprecedented in human history, many people are not happy, and the mental health crisis is in progress, with increasing numbers of people afflicted by depression and addictions, with some of them becoming prone to suicide and acts of violence. Studies have shown that once basic needs are met, more material goods don't enhance happiness. Materialism and consumerism do not fulfill the real needs of people and destroy the Earth's life support systems, endangering even human survival. All the world's religions warn us about greed. For example, Taoism teaches there is no greater calamity than indulging in greed. And Islam admonishes, O children of Adam, eat and drink, but be not extravagant. Indeed, he likes not those who commit extravagance. Now, I don't mean that we should go to the other extreme, to asceticism. We can enjoy the beautiful things this world offers us, even as we significantly reduce consumption. All of this means that we need to rethink the purpose of our lives, considering that humans are spiritual beings. If we don't nourish our souls, we will stay hungry even if we fill our lives with material things. The Baha'i teachings say that the world is but a show, bearing the semblance of reality. Set not your affections upon it. The world is like the vapor in a desert, which the thirsty dreams to be water and strives after it with all his might, until when he comes onto it, he finds it to be mere illusion. Merely asking people to drastically reduce their consumption would likely be useless. Their emptiness must first be filled with the real water of life, with meaning and a sense of belonging. A deeper understanding of their purpose in life will provide the foundation for a substantial reduction in consumption. It will then no longer be needed, and people will be much more open to face the reality of the environmental crisis and to live a more simple life that is environmentally sustainable. The worship of the golden calf of materialism and of the myth of unlimited economic growth can be replaced with connecting ourselves to our spiritual essence and to our Creator. The word religion comes from the Latin word religare, reconnect, and we should not be hung up by its aberrations. The Torah teaches, You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your might. And Jesus said, Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. The love for God and for all of his creation makes us care about all the people who are exploited in the current economic system, and care for all other creatures of this earth that are suffering or even become extinct because of habitat loss, pollution, and the changing climate. Such love creates purpose in our life and a sense of belonging. All people are created as noble beings and deserve equal rights. At the same time, each individual shares some responsibility for the well-being of society. The Baha'i teachings say that people find happiness in the promotion of the best interests of the peoples of the earth. Baha'u'llah said, Let your vision be world-embracing, rather than confined to your own self. Such an altruistic attitude that comes from deep within an individual is the key to that individual's happiness, as well as a prerequisite for the large-scale changes needed toward a sustainable civilization. Imagine a society that cares about the welfare of each individual and where individuals are eager to contribute to the common good. Serving together to make the world a better place makes people truly happy. It provides their life with a profound purpose and with a sense of belonging to a meaningful social circle. There are many areas of social needs where we can make a difference, instead of wasting our time, minds, and hearts in the pursuit of senseless shopping. The tricky question is how to get there. Over the past couple of decades, the global Baha'i community has experimented with a model of social transformation that seems to work. Communities empower themselves with study classes that provide spiritual nourishment, ethical values, as well as skills and experience for practical service to the community. This model has been used with adults, youth, and children in almost all the countries of the world. These educational efforts could be expanded and replicated. They have already shown that they work and hold great promise for the future because they build the foundation for social transformation. People will no longer have the need for excessive consumption because they are fulfilled with a meaningful life. Thank you for your time listening.